the data for 7b69. It's at line 22, and the last numbers are 7b69. Pegylating metals quantum dots formula 5G Wow Seti. So there's the alien radio signal. This is from May 2013. Today's June 24th. This is about immunogenic proteins, flexible metals, PDF file data formula for bendable metals for a UFO spaceship design found in the WOW data. SAM14 is a pulse sequence to PISEMA. Line 22, 7b68 was about flexible metals, Ligands, Apo-Holo pairs. May 8, 2013, quote from a blog from June 2005 from Biomol NMR. Can PISEMA experiments be used to extract structural parameters from mobile beta barrels? There's our list of scientists from Vancouver, BC, Canada. The link is www.ncbi.nlm.nih.gov. Keyword in the data is NalP autotransporter. Microbiology, February 2013. The lipidation of the autotransporter NalP of Neisseria meningitis is required for its function in the release of cell surface exposed proteins. The keyword from the data idea was immunogenic protein metals from Biomedical Science, 1990 of March. Polymer metal complexes of protein antigens, new highly effective immunogens. That's the name of the scientist from Russia. Keyword ideas from the data was immunogenic proteins, flexible metals. And this is what came up as a quote from a blog. Okay, this is carboxy-peg-lipomide compounds, A-carboxylate, bidentylate, thiopolyethylene glycol compound for pegylating metal surfaces. And this is what it looks like. So this is a thermoscientific pair, ClPeg12, or carboxy-peg-12 lipomide is a carboxyl and bidentate thiol-terminated compound that contains a 4-unit polyethyl glycol, PEG, spacer, and is used to modify quantum dots in silver or gold surfaces and particles. ClPeg12 is a bidentate thiol-terminated and carboxylic acid PISEMA reagent. The PEG compound has a defined molecular weight and spacer length and is useful for modifying surfaces, such quantum dots, self-assembled monolayers, and magnetic particles. Functionalization of solid surfaces with this polyethylene glycol reagent provides carboxylate handles for protein immobilization via EDC cross-linking and significantly reduces nonspecific protein bindings and provides highlights. Metal binding. Terminal bidentate thiol reacts spontaneously with silver, gold, and other metal surfaces to form strong dative bonds. Carboxylate. Terminal carboxylate oxide group allows conjugation to amino containing affinity ligands using carbamide EDC and sulfur NHS cross-linking chemistry. Polyethylene glycol PEG groups are flexible, non-immunogenic, hydrophilic, and significantly reduce non-specific binding of surfaces for protein methods. Spacer arm. 12-unit PEG spacer makes the reagent nearly 56 angstroms long, minimizing steric hindrance for protein immobilization and binding assays. Specifications. Alternative name is carboxy-peg-12 lipomide. Chemical name is 45, and there's all the symbols and numbers for it. Okay, so there's the data there. There's a product detail. Here's the diagram here for ClPeg12. That's what it looks like from the DNA spectrum, and that's how it fills out. The use of MlPeg4 with ClPeg12 in the surface modification can form a hydrophilic lawn of methyl ether terminated PEGs with periodic exposed carboxy containing PEGs. The exposed carboxylic acid groups can be coupled to affinity ligands using the carbamide coupling reaction with EDC and the sulfur NHS. Typical PEG reagents contain heterogeneous mixtures of different PEG chain lengths. However, our PEG reagents are homogeneous compounds of defined molecular weight and spacer length, providing precision in optimizing modification applications. Modification of metal surfaces with thermoscientific MlPeg4 and ClPeg12 pegylation reagents. General references are there. Related resources. Links to different kinds of polyethylene glycol reagent related products. www.piercenet.com. Formulation 12, ethylene gold, functionalized carbonyl biazonic ethyl solids from www.percent.com. June 11, 2000. Formula keywords in the data are carboxy PEG12 lipomide compound, 4-unit polyethylene glycol peg spacer, modified quantum dots, silver gold surfaces and particles. Cl peg 12 defined molecular weight, mass, spacer length, modified surfaces, quantum dots, monolayers, magnetic particles creating bendable metal formulas. Functionalization, solid surfaces, polyethylene glycol reagent, carboxylate, handles for protein immobilization via EDC cross-linking. Reduces non-specific protein binding. Metal binding terminal bidentate thiol reacts with silver gold metal surfaces, forms strong dative bonds. Carboxylate terminal carboxylic acid group, amine containing affinity ligands using carbamide EDC, sulfur NHS cross-linking chemistry, polyethylene glycol, flexible, non-immunogenic, hydrophilic, reduced non-specific binding surfaces for protein methods. Spacer arm, 12-unit peg spacer, makes reagent, 56 angstroms long, minimizing steric hindrance, protein immobilization, binding assay specifications, carboxy peg 12 lipomide. Carboxylic acid groups coupled in affinity ligands use carbamide coupling reaction EDC and sulfur NHS. Modification of metal surfaces and thermal scientific MLPEG4 and ClPEG12 pegylating reagents. Keyword researching SAMP 14 is a pulse sequence to PISEMA in the next video. Thank you for watching.